Sweet.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're gonna start standing. Your feet parallel and hip width. So just make sure that first your toes are right underneath the hip points, and then softness in the knees. Start with a couple of breaths, and then a standing roll down, and then we'll come down to the right. Inhale first. Inhale through the you can close the lights as long as they can see me. Let's inhale through the nose, expand the belly. Exhale through the mouth. Belly contracts. One more like that. Inhale. Filling up the lungs. Exhale. Let all the air out. On the next one, we'll start the roll down. We inhale first. Belly. On the exhale, bring the chin to the chest and start to roll it down. Once again, checking to make sure the feet are parallel. So we're scooping out the belly already. Starting to find the C curve. Left fingertips touch the mat. The head is heavy. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale, let's round it back up. So we're restacking the spine. One vertebra at a time. And our abs are helping us from drawing up. Shoulders down away from the ears and head. Let's take another big inhale. Exhale, chin to the chest. And scooping up the belly. Notice that you're starting to open up the vertebra. Space, find that space. Well, let's stay down here. Bend the knees even more. Place the palms of the hands on the mat. Inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to straighten the legs as much as we can. We're still not warmed up. Just straighten the legs, get a little hamstring stretch. Inhale and bend. Exhale and straighten. Inhale and bend. Exhale and straighten. This next one will roll up. Inhale and bend. Exhale, we're going to start to roll up. This time lifting through the pelvic floor as well as drawing those abs up. And one vertebra at a time, we restack until the head floats up and up. Let's do some shoulder rolls. We'll place the hands on the shoulders. We'll bring the elbows forward. On the inhale, exhale, let's come back. And make sure to breathe. One full breath. First circle. Let's go one more in this direction. We'll move the other way. Now it's warming up the shoulders. Down, we'll do a couple of hip circles, bring the feet a little bit wider, hands on the hips. We inhale, we press the hips forward, circle, exhale back. Let's do 3 more. Nice big circle. One more this direction. Just warming up the front of the hips. Let's go the other way. If you've been sitting for a couple hours, open the hips. And last one, come back to center. We'll do one more. We'll do a lateral stretch. Let's bring both arms up. Hold on to one wrist and reach up and over it, whatever direction. Just try to stay, just slide down the wall. In other words, don't rotate forward. Help it. Come back up. Let's go the other way. Reach the other wrist. Over. Back up, let's do that again. One more each side. Sure, breathe. It's easy to hold our breath when we're doing these stretches. Arms down. We're going to come to the front of the mat. So every single class we do this, where we come to the front of the mat And we sit down not using our hands. Yeah, so any front of the mat, whatever that means to you, doesn't matter. Once we're down there, we're gonna lie down. So standing in front of the mat, we're gonna stack our forearms, bring one foot back, find your balance, reach up through the crown of the head, draw the abs in and up. We're gonna inhale here, and on the exhale, we're gonna lower it down. No hands. Nice and slow with control, and sit down. So we practice that every single time. All right, from here, we're gonna roll all the way down. If you need your hands right here for a little help, that is fine. We're gonna start with some curls. So I'm gonna bring my heels a little bit closer in. My feet are hip width. They're in line with the sit bones. I'm gonna place my hands behind my head. Now you can lace the fingers if you want or not. In either case, you're going to let the head rest in the hands. So like I was saying earlier to a few of us, we're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders and nod the chin just slightly as if we have a tangerine under our chin. All right, so the elbows are out to the sides. You can see them with our peripheral vision. And we're not going up very high. We're looking straight ahead through the thighs. So this is the crunch position or the curl. We're going to inhale as we go back. We're going to exhale. Press the belly button into spine. Ribs glide forward. Exhale. And we inhale back. We exhale. So we're not pulling on the neck at all. We're just letting the head, neck, and shoulders float up. Inhale back. Neck is relaxed. Exhale up. Inhale back. You can also have that sensation that your heels are pulling toward your hips. Gives you a little extra pull up. Inhale back. Exhale up. 2 more like this. This is starting to warm up the cervical spine, the back, and starting to warm up the abs as well. Last one here. Hold the foot up. Stay here. Make sure the head is still resting in the hands. Bring the right leg to tabletop. Knee is right over hips. Left leg to tabletop. Okay, we're going to keep going. We inhale, we come down. We're in neutral spine. Exhale, press belly button in. Lift up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale back. And exhale up. And 2 more. Inhale. Exhale up. Last one. Exhale. Hold it here. Last set. Legs to the ceiling. If you need a slight bend in the knees, that is fine. Breathe in. And exhale up. Inhale. 2 more. And last one. Hold it here. Bring the legs to tabletop. We're going to do hundreds. So we're going to bring the arms to hip level. And again, we still have that little nod with the chin going down to the chest to protect the neck. And we're going to pump the arms in. Inhale, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. 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 Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. We are done. We can use into the chest. Now, I felt that in my abs. I had my abs on fire, but my neck was fine because I had my chin nodding down to my chest. I hope that's the same for you. Ooh, let's stir those hips. Stir the knees, so we're giving the hips a little lubrication. Okay. Here we are going to do a reverse curl. So two ways to do that. Pilates way. We're going to bring the arms down by the sides. We can bring the legs to tabletop or straight to the ceiling. Whichever you prefer, I'm going to do both of them. So arms along on the side. Press the shoulders down into the mat and the back of the head down into the mat. Abs are drawn in. We prepare with the inhale. On the exhale, we're going to press into the triceps and the backs of the hands and lift the knees towards the nose and then lower back down. So this is really a prep for a roll over. We're not going to do roll over, but we're going to do some other fun things. Inhale, exhale, press up. Inhale down. Straighten the legs if you like. Exhale, press up. So we're really just trying to get the hips off the mat. Inhale, exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. And if you feel this in your triceps, you should. And lower. Two more. And lower, and one more. And hold the legs up. From here, we're going to take this to a corkscrew. For the corkscrew, we're going to tilt the legs to the right. The left hip is allowed to come off the mat. Then we're going to make a small circle on the ceiling, all the way down around to the left until we're back where we started at the ceiling. We go the other way. We tilt to the left, the right hip can leave the mat. We circle around, abs are in. Pelvis is nice and stable, and ceiling. One more time. To the right, and circle. To the left, and ceiling. Last time, left, and circle, and right. Now I'm just going to add on here, hold it here. At the end of each one of the corkscrews, we're going to do that reverse curl. So we're just going to lift those hips up off the mat. We'll do two in each direction. So we'll start to the right. We go to the right. We circle to the left. Ceiling, press up and low. We go to the left. Tilt. We circle to the right. Back to ceiling. Press up. One more time, right. And around. And left. Ceiling, press up. And last time, left. And around. Right. And press it up. Up. And the knees. Bring them in, give them a little hug. And we'll move right into roll up. I'm going to bring my feet back down on the mat. Now, I usually like to do roll up with straight legs and feet flexed. I'm going to do it with knees bent. I'm still going to dig my heels into the mat. My heels are far away from my sit bones. So either way, whichever feels better, either with the knees bent or straight. This roll up is really more about spinal articulation than anything else. So whatever it takes, I'm going to give you some cues to make sure that we are finding that C curve. So we're going to start with arms to the ceiling. We'll inhale, bring them back to the ears, open the chest. We exhale, we bring them to the ceiling. Now we bring the chin to the chest and we start to roll up. So the head, neck, and shoulders leave the mat. If we get stuck, hands can go behind the thighs to help us, but stay rounding forward. The crown of the head is heading for the knees. Think about knees. We're rounding. We have that C curve, round forward. I want to see everybody see that the crown of the head going for the knees. Keep it going. Keep it going. When your shoulders are right over your hips, stop right there. And then stack the spine and sit up tall. Nice, Larry. Sit up nice and tall on the sit bones. Beautiful. Okay. Everybody's C looked really good. So think about the ceiling lowering down. Okay, so that's, we're going to do some more. But as you come up, imagine, oh my God, the ceiling is really low. I can't come up. I've got to go low. I've got to reach forward and go low. And that's going to create that C. Let's do another one. Inhale to prepare. Exhale from the low back, lumbar spine, we start to roll. One vertebra at a time. If we need to hold on, it's there. Otherwise, no hands needed. Mid back, upper back, head, neck, and shoulders come down, arms to ceiling. Inhale, let the arms go back. Exhale, arms to ceiling, chin to chest, we pull it up. Again, ceiling is lowered. Reach forward. Nice, beautiful. Liz looks great. Christine, beautiful. Keep reaching, crown of the head. 4. The knees. And the fingertips can aim for the ankles. And again, once again, when the shoulders are right over the hips, we're there. Stack the spine so tall on the sit bones. Okay, I'm going to change it this time. Inhale. Exhale, we start to round down. So I'm already pressing the ribs back, breathing down with the shoulders. Come about quarter way, stop. Stop, hold it here. I'm looking down into my center. We hold for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Go a quarter more. And hold for 5 and 4. Press belly button down. And 3 and 2 and 1 and a little lower. 5 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Little lower. Now the tips of my shoulder blades are on the mat. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and all the way down. Bring the arms to the ceiling. We're going to go the other way. Inhale, the arms go back. Exhale, they come to the ceiling, chin to chest. Now just the tips of the shoulder blades off the mat, just barely. And we hold for 5. I'm pressing belly button down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up a little bit higher. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. 1. A little higher. 5 and 4. This is hard. And 2. 1. Just a little higher. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. 1. We're going to come all the way up and over. We're going to get to hinge at the hips and come all the way over. Let's take a breath. Oh, yes, yes, yes. We feel our abs? Yes. And also did some nice spinal articulation. Oh. Okay, so series 5. You remember these, Larry? The fabulous 5. Series 5. This is going to be the series 6. I added an extra. That'll be our bonus move, as Susan would say. So we're going to come, let's do it this way. Let's hold on to one knee, the right knee, and then start to round it down. You can lift the left leg if you'd like. It could help or not. To come down to find your balance. And you come all the way down, place the left hand on the inside of the knee, the right hand on the ankle, and pull that knee in nice and close. Now think about the left leg extending long and the sacrum reaching for the wall in front of you. Okay, so we're not tucking the tail here. We're going to switch the legs, switch and pull in the knee, and switch. That's 1. Pull. Only doing 5. And pull. This is 3. And pull. This is 4. And pull, hold this 1, 5. Place the hands behind the head. Once again, let the head rest in the hands. We've got 10 crunches. Inhale as we lower. Exhale. And 9. Shh. And 8. Shh. 7. Belly button in. 6. Shh. 5. Shh. 4. 3. 2. We're not done because we've got to switch legs. So switch the leg lead. Here we go. We've got a lower. Exhale. And 9. And 8. And 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last 1. Beautiful job. Bring both knees in. Place the hands on the shins. Let's lower the head just for a breath. Rock it side to side. We've got double leg stretch. Only 5. Inhale down here. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Everything extends either to the ceiling or out to each wall. Here we go. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach. So the lower the arm, the lower the legs and the arms, the more challenging it is. That's 3. And inhale, reach. For 4. And inhale, reach. For 5. Hold it here. Bring the legs to the ceiling. Keep nodding that chin down, squeezing that tangerine. We have scissors, only 5, hand behind the calf. We pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse. So this is the hamstring stretch. 2, and 3. That sacrum long. 4, looking through the thighs. Last one, 5. Keep the legs to the ceiling. Place hands behind the head once again. Left leg is going to come down, just hovering for our crunches. Now, if this is too much, bend the knee and put the foot on the mat. We lower and exhale. And 9. And 8. And 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hold it up. Scissor the legs. Again, knee bent, foot flat is fine, and we lower. Exhale. And 9. And 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Bring the knees in, give it a little hug. We're not done. That was only 3 of the 5. And actually, we're doing bonus 6. Take a breath. We've got the lower and lift, double straight leg stretch. Yes. All right. Legs to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Let's place the hands behind the head once again. All right. So lower and lift, we're going to try to keep that low back on the mat. So only go as low as you can to keep it on the mat. We're going to inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. That's 1. We'll do 5. Inhale to lower. Exhale. Lift. Inhale. Press belly button in. And out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last 1. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful job. Bend the right knee. Left leg to 45 straight. We're ready for crisscross. We're going to bring the left elbow up to the ceiling. Reach it for the ceiling, not the knee. Reach it for the ceiling and look down at the bottom elbow. This is the position, and we're going to switch. Switch over and come back for 1. And switch. 4. 2. We only have 5. And over. 3. And cross. 4. And cross. Hold it here. For 5, we have the crunches. We lower and reach and lower. Reach, lower, reach, lower, and 4 more. We got 4, and 3. Reach the elbow, and 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Switch the legs. Reach the right elbow for the ceiling. And here we go. We low, and 1, and 7, and 6. Reaching up, and 5, and 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Knees come in, give them a hug. Now we have a nice bonus exercise. It is a combo of the scissor and the crisscross. The fingertips go behind the head and shoulders lift, both legs to the ceiling. And I'm going to lower the left leg. I'm going to bring the left elbow across. So aiming for the knee, but it's not getting there, really aiming for the ceiling. And then we're going to switch the legs and switch the elbows. going to be 1. And switch. That's 2. And you can bend the knees if it feels better. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 10, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Bring them in. You're done with those. Here and a stir. In my hub. So you've gotten your money's worth of the abs today. I think. I hope. Whew. All right. Let's see. Next, we are going to turn over onto our bellies to do some back work. So keep the ball nearby. We'll get to do the one that Amber was thumbnailing earlier. So we're going to start with a swan. So keep the ball next to you so you can grab it. And if there aren't any balls, you can grab a block as well. Block will work for this set of exercises. We're going to bring the feet wider than the legs, wider than the hips. I'm going to bring the tip of the nose down on the mat. Arms are in goalposts, but I like to bring, for this particular press up, which is what the swan is, I like to have my hands wider than the mat and in front of the ears so I can really straighten out my arms and feel the stretch in the front of the hips. So draw the abs in and up as if the belly button is trying to lift off the mat. Press the tops of the feet down. My kneecaps come right off the mat, so my quads are engaged. I'm going to press into my hands, bring the shoulder blades together. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. And press up to feel a stretch through the front of the hips. If you feel this in your back, you've gone up too high, you can slide the hands out wider or more in front of you, whatever you need to do to feel that nice stretch. Reach up to the crown of the head. Again, that chin is nodding down toward the chest just slightly. Inhale here. Exhale, let's bring it back down. 1 breath at a time. Until the tip of the nose is on the mat, let's come back up. On the inhale, we press into the mat. Shoulder blades down and back. Let's do a neck roll. We're going to look over the right shoulder at the right foot. And then chin comes to chest. Draw a semicircle on the chest. Look over the left shoulder at the left foot. And then look straight ahead. And reverse, we look over the left. We draw a smile. We look over the right. Now straight ahead. Inhale on the top. Exhale. Come all the way down. Now, next exercise. Grab your ball. This ball is going to go between your ankles. So we're going to bend the knees, and I like to bring my knees out a lot wider than the hips. So it's almost like frog legs. I forgot to tell Amber that part.
Tell them to come back for a replay.
Exactly.
Right now.
You got to do it again. All right, so I've got the ball between my feet. I think that feels, whatever feels comfortable, so that you can squeeze the ball and not make it go away. Because if you squeeze it too hard, it's going to go flying. If it goes flying, just squeeze your heels together. Don't worry about the ball. Yeah, we'll figure that one. You know, we'll retrieve it later. And then we're going to stack the hands and place our forehead on our hands. So our neck is nice and long. All right, from here. This is what did he call it? The lazy cow? The sleeping cow. The sleeping cow. All right, so draw the abs in and up. We're going to lift the knees off the mat. Keep squeezing the ball now and lift the knees off the mat. So the glutes need to do the work. So lift those knees up and then lower down. That's it. And lift. We'll get fancy in a minute. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. Everyone feeling your glutes? Lower. And squeeze it up. And down. One more. And squeeze. So people at home, heels together if you don't have a ball. One more. Or a
a ball or a block will work here. And down. Okay, we're going to add on here now. We're going to lift, then we're going to bring the heels toward the butt, activating the hamstrings. We're going to leave the knees lifted as we release and squeeze. So join me when you're ready. And release. And squeeze it in as hard as you can. And out. And heels in. And out. Squeeze it in. Beautiful. And out. Squeeze it in. And out. Bring it in. Let's do 2 more. And out. Bring it in. And release. Bring it in. Release. Bring the knees down. And give your hips maybe a little rock side to side without moving the ball. Okay. Next one, the legs are going to extend. It's going to have a different sort of feel to it. And you could possibly lose the ball, but it's always fun. It's always an adventure with the ball. All right, so here's what it's going to look like. We lift the knees. They're going to stay lifted. Extend the legs. And then down. So join me when you're ready. And in. Takes a couple of them to kind of get the feel. And extend. And in. And extend. And bend. Extend. And bend. Let's do 2 more. Extend. Anyone feeling hamstrings? Mm-hmm. Yep. Extend. And bend, and then lower the knees, grab the ball, and release. And then just let the hips rock. Oops, I decided. Nice work on those. Right, let's do a little bit for the upper back. So arms in goal post, tip of the nose on the mat. Again, draw those abs in and up. So the pubic bone is pressing down, and the belly button is pressing up away. So let's lift the head, neck, and shoulders just a couple inches off the mat. You're still looking straight down at the mat, so your neck is nice and long. Then we're going to lift the arms in the goal post position up off the mat. So now just the arms are going to move. They're going to lower down and then up in the shoulder blades. Come together and lower down and lift them up and down. So this is really a back exercise. It's not an arm exercise. Lift. So the arms just come along for the ride. And lift. Pull lower. And lift. 1 more. Pull lower. And lift everything. Come down. And take a breath. The next set, we're going to have the head, neck, and shoulders lift and lower with the arms. So all in one unit. Goal post arms. Now the abs are in, pubic bone pressing down. We lift everything up and lower. And lift it up and lower. Take a break. I have 1 more exercise, and this one is going to feel better if you use the ball. So this one is the ball is going to go under the sternum. This is the breaststroke. You don't have to use it. So again, people at home, if you don't have a ball, we've done this exercise without the ball. I like it because I don't have a lot of extension in my upper back, and it gives me a little more back extension. So I'm going to put it in a place where I can let go and it feels nice and supported. That's where you want to be. Again, if you have a lot of back extension, you don't need this ball, but it feels nice anyway. So arms are right next to you, kind of in the Sphinx position. We're going to bring the forehead down to the mat. Because now the ball is kind of in the way. We can't really put our nose on the mat. On the inhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up and the arms off the mat. Elbows. We go again. We reach them out, Superman. Sweep them back, lift. Open the chest. Then kneel. 2 more. Reach. And sweep. And bend. Last one, reach. and sweep. Larry, what happened? And bend, and bring everything down. Oh, I lost you. Okay. I love you anyway. All right, ball goes away. We don't need it. We are going to come on to the side. Let's do some side lunge. So we're going to line our torso up with the back of the mat. So either you can lie down on your arm, you can leave it out in front, or I like to do this and just prop my head up. The feet are going to come to the top corner of the mat. Just getting a nice position. So you have a little bit of bend here. The top hand is your kickstand hand. And we're going to lift the leg off the mat. Flex the foot. This is a kick forward. We kick, kick. And then we're going to reach this leg back beyond the pelvis so we open the hip. Here we go. Kick and kick. Point. And then reach it back, but not so far as to throw your pelvis off. You want to keep everything stacked. You reach it back and then flex. And you kick and kick. Point. And reach it back. Feel that stretch. Flex. Kick. Kick and point. Reach it back. Flex. Kick. Kick. And reach it back. One more. Kick. Kick. Point. And reach. Now bring this leg back in line with the hip. We're going to do small circles. So we go back for 1 and 2. Make sure you go behind the glutes. 3 and 4 and 5. Other way. For 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 7 and 1 and bring it back where we started. Now turn that leg out as much as you can so the knee faces the ceiling. Just going to lift and lower with a straight leg. We lift up and 1 and 6 and 5 and 4. 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Then on the knees, we're going to come up to our forearm for some clams. On those clams, right? So the knees are lower than the hips. You just press into the forearm. So what we don't want to do is collapse into the shoulder like this. All times we're pressing into that forearm. Let's lift the feet off the mat. We're going to open. So we're opening the hip. And 4. That's great for hip mobility. 3, 2, and 1. Continue with hip mobility. We open. Now knee to knee. Oh, more turning it. And toe to toe. And in. And 3, 4, 5. We'll do 8, 6, 7, and 8. Close the clam. Bring it down for just a second. Breath. Here is the final clam exercise. Show you one. Just join here. We open, extend, and close. And close. Come on, Larry. Out. Out. And in. That's it. We'll do 8. In. Out. In. 7. These start to get to you after a little bit. 5. I don't know. Is that 4? Oh,
It was 10. I think it was 10.
Yeah, after a few of these, I'm right here, I'm getting that. Tell me when I should stop. We'll do 3 more. And pull up. Let's just do 1 more. And I have a bonus move, of course. Susan's got me into this bonus move thing now. Okay, give it a tap. So last thing, and this is truly a bonus move. Some of you who have been in Chrissy's HIIT class, hello. We're doing jackknives. Decided jackknives are going to be the bonus move for today. So they are an oblique exercise. So when I'm on this side, I'm going to feel these obliques. Now flip over. The arm is going to come, the bottom arm comes out in front. Larry, these are totally optional. I will tell you that. All right. The other arm, let's see, I'm going to straighten the legs and I'm going to bring it a little bit forward on the mat and bring the other arm overhead. These can be done with bent knees or straight legs. I'm going to do one and then join me once you see what I'm doing. Okay. And low. So you can bend the knees. And low. You got 10 and 9. And you can use this bottom hand to press into the mat. 6. Nice there. And 5. You guys did that. Excellent. 4. I don't know your names. But you're doing great. 3. Damn good. 2. And 1. Good job. Nice and unique. All right, lie down on your back. Take a break because we have one more set. Just breathe. Weren't those fun?
Yes.
Yes. Those make for very good obliques. We'll make them strong. Okay, let's get these done. Come on back over.
Are we on the same side?
Same side, only 2 sets. When we do Pilates, we do 4 sets. Right? 4 sets, only 2. Here we go. Grip 10. And reach. And 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Almost done. 2. And beautiful job, guys. 1. Lie on your back. Reach both arms overhead before we switch. Reach the toes long. And then come back onto that side. Bend the knees and push yourself up over to the other side. We do all those side things. This is where notes come in handy. Otherwise, I don't remember everything we did. To write them down. Okay, so line yourself up with the back of the mat and the feet, the legs come forward. Extend hand. Go. Okay, so first we lift the top leg in line with the hip. Flex the foot. Then kicks. Here we go. Kick. Kick. Flex. Kick. Kick. Reach. Flex. Kick. Reach. Flex. Kick. Kick. Reach one more. Flex. Kick. Kick. Reach. And flex. Bring it in. Point the toe. Got the small circles for 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Other way. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Turn out the leg. And go to the ceiling for 6. And lower. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good job. And the knees. We're going to come up to the forearm for the clams. Elbow right under shoulder, pressing into that forearm. Don't collapse. And the knees. Hand on the hip or forward, doesn't matter what hand is. Lift the feet. Open and close. And 7. And 6. 5. 4. Always goes faster the second time.
Yeah.
You know them now, right? And 1. Now we open. And toes. And 7. 6. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lower. One little breath. We've got those extensions. Up away. Up. There we go. We open, extend, and close, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Whew, give it a tap on this move. Look how quickly we did those. Already on the jackknives. Wow, that was fast. Bottom arm comes out. Legs come out in front. Fine. a comfortable position, if that's possible, for your hip. The arm comes overhead. There we go. 4, 10. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lie on your back and take a few breaths. And then, all right, here we go. Let's come back. Into a position. Bring your arm over. There we go. We go 10. And 3, 2, and beautiful job. And scoot yourself back on the mat, lie on your back, bring your arms overhead, and reach the toes long. Point, and then maybe even flex, get your heels long, and flex. And one more. And flex. Bring. Let's keep the point and bring the right knee in. Chest. Pull it all the way in. Give it a good hug. And then let's cross it over the left leg. Trying to keep that opposite shoulder on the mat. Get that stretch through the back of the right hip. You can look over the right shoulder as well. My knee is nowhere near the mat, just saying. Do you feel the stretch in the back of the knee, of the hip? And then bring it on back up. Straighten it out on the mat. Let's bring the left hand in. Hug it into the chest. Maybe give it a couple of stirs. And then we will hit over, cross the leg. Stretch the back of the Okay, from here, bring that leg long. I want to do, just did those jackknives, so this should seem pretty easy. We're going to do a teaser. We'll do a teaser from tabletop legs, and then we'll straighten them if we feel like we want to. So bring the right leg through tabletop and the left. So basically, people who don't know the name teaser, it's going to be a roll up in tabletop. So we're going all the way up. We're rolling all the way up. We'll have a little momentum to help us. We're going to bring the arms to the ceiling. We're going to inhale, open the chest. On the exhale, same thing. Arms to ceiling, chin to chest, and we're going to come all the way up. So I've still got my lumbar spine rounded. Okay, I want the C curve here. So we're pressing the belly button back into spine. So think of it this way. I'm reaching my fingertips long, and I'm pressing my ribs back. My back ribs are pushing out. They're going to the back wall. Let's go all the way back down. Arms to ceiling. Now I'm going to straighten my legs for the next one, but you can do either one. Inhale, arms go back. Exhale to the ceiling, chin to chest up. Making that nice rounded lumbar. So you can think of this now as when the straight legs, we want to roll the shoulders back and open the chest. You can think of it as a J curve, right? So the chest is open, the lumbar spine is still round. And we're going to come all the way back down and take a rest. Bring these into chest, hands behind thighs, rock it up. We got some rolling to do. So we never do seal. Larry, do you remember seal? It's the third in the rolling exercises. And I can't remember his name. The guy who used to make the seal noises.
He would go, he would make seal noises when we did seal. It was awesome. What is his name? Do you remember him from Kathy's class? I can't remember his name though. It'll come to me. Anyway, let's start with rolling like a ball. So we're all on the same page. And then I'll show you seal. And then we are going to do either rolling like a ball or seal to standing. We're almost done. So rolling like a ball. Come to the front of the mat. You've got some real estate behind you. And then sit up tall on the sit bones. This should feel nice. It's a nice massage for the spine. We're going to rock back off the sit bones, finding that C curve. Now the hands can go on either side of the legs and the elbows can be wide. That will give you a little more balance. If you're good at this already and you want to make a tiny tight ball, it's going to be more challenging that way. I'm going to go wide here. I'm going to look down into my center. We inhale and roll just to the bra strap or mid back. Okay. So again, find that C curve, reach out through the crown of the head. So what we don't want is we don't want you to be all crunched in. I don't want the shoulders all crunched forward. I want you still to be reaching up through the crown of the head and just look down into your center. And we rock back. Inhale, exhale, balance here at the top. All right, so you're still pushing those ribs back and reaching through the crown of the head. So do a couple more of these. Trying to keep the heels as close to the sit bones as possible as you roll back. So hand, keep those heels in nice and close. Nice, beautiful, and up. Yes, good, nice. You guys are great. All right, hold it at the top and balance. And we're going to take it to the seal. For the seal, put your toes down for just a second. And we're going to bring the arms in and around the ankles and then lift up. So my elbows are kind of in the crooks of my knees here. This is nice for stability. Again, I'm going to find that C curve. Now we have this little seal part where we go tap, tap, tap. And then we tap in the back. So don't go yet. I'm going to show you. Tap, tap, tap. Go back. Tap, tap, tap. We go forward. Tap, tap, tap. We go back. So join me when you're ready. The tap in the back is tricky, and you'll get it. But at first you might not. So just practice a couple times. This is just good fun, right? Because you've got rolling like a
I
ball.
can't stay back there long.
Right, exactly. That's the tricky
So
part.
how do you do that? You use your abs?
You use your abs.
Your abs.
Yep. And then when you're ready to come back, your glutes are going to help you to come back up and to stabilize. Yeah. People at home, I wish you could see this. It's fun. Exactly. Okay, so when you're done, we're gonna go to standing. We're gonna go to standing any way we can, which again, it can be rolling like a ball to standing, or it could be seal to standing. You want to do that one? That's going to feel a little more challenging. Or sitting to standing. Sitting to standing, however you like. So I'm going to try a seal. I'm going to tap, 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 tap. Go for it. I didn't make it. I'm going to go again. Sometimes you don't make it. It's okay. And you need a little extra momentum. And you know what else you need more of than anything? Is that spinal articulation. You have got to press the belly button back this way and then reach it forward. Otherwise, if your spine is too straight, it's kind of pulling you back. Right? So you've got to round forward. Good try. Good job, everybody. You guys look great. Great job. So we're going to bring the heels together and the toes just slightly apart. The idea here is that the toes line up right over the kneecaps. So if you have a natural turnout, out here might feel better. If you don't, here might feel better. So it's all where it feels comfortable. Press the heels together. Feel a wrapping sensation in the back of the thighs. Press those heels together. Abs draw in and up. Center your weight right over the center of your foot. Shoulders are down. And softness in the knees. We have a tendency in this position to lock out the knees. Don't lock them out. Soften the knees. Let's get up and arms all together. Reach it back. Baby back bend. We exhale, bring the arms down. We press the heels together. Again, just like that. Inhale up. And reach back. And exhale. We'll do one more. And then we'll come to the center. Reach up. And reach back. And exhale. Hands back center. And class today, spending time. Thank you. Enjoy your day. People at home, thank you for coming. There are some wipes for the balls. Throw them back in the basket. Alrighty.